Ooh boy, game one we have an excellent hand. I don't think I can keep this. We're going against somebody who's going to be trying pretty hard. It's the end of the month, and everybody's just short of Masters, so you gotta think that they're going to be playing a pretty standard deck. This one's an interesting one. We're short of time for Temple Scribe, but we do have a Mask. And we also have Removal and Avara's Favor. I like this. See what our opponent is up to. Alright, they're also throwing things away. Again, thanks everybody for watching this. What we're doing today is we're going to be doing a Mask of Torment combo list. I forgot that I didn't mention it. We have a deck tech that's up that you can look down below, and it'll explain exactly what we're trying to do and all of my different card choices. And a big shout out to all the patrons and subs that make this possible, and of course our sponsor, inkgaming.com. You can find that out below. Let's pass the turn. They do lots of custom playmats and dice bags and mouse pads and all kinds of cool gear for you. So you should definitely check them out. There's a promo code down below so that you can spend a little bit less money when you order stuff. And see where our opponent is going with this. Really happy that we drew that Time Sigil. Now we've got our Temple Scribe turn 2. We could hold off to try and get Mask of Torment on 4, but it really depends on what our opponent is doing. And I'm thinking that we're going to want to draw a card. You know what? Maybe our opponent is doing some brew here. I don't often see those as the color combinations. Wow, another Mask of Torment. Since we're short of power, I might actually just go Vara's Favor. Vara's Favor guarantees us the shadow so that we can get the Mask of Torment online. I'm gonna do that, actually.
The touch of
So
shadow.
we'll Mask and then pass. Or, sorry. We'll Favor and then pass so that we can set up for Mask. I'm curious as to what they're doing. I'm wondering if it's like some crown shenanigans. There was the headgear deck that was popular for a little while that ran a whole bunch of different relics. It was a very, very deep, weird deck. They might be doing something similar to that. They're certainly thinking a lot. I'm thinking they're probably a control deck of some stripe. I'm not going to play the Temple Scribe now. We want to get Mask of Torment online before that. It's also not bad for us to just leave up and Annihilate. Fair number of things that we wouldn't mind annihilating that could have in those colors. Especially something like a Sandstorm Titan. I mean, honestly, with the colors that they're in, they could be a lot of different things. We'll have to figure out what that is. Well, nothing so far. Mask Torment and pass. I think we're going to go Mask, and then probably... It's going to be interesting. We could go Beckoning Lumen into Temple Scribe, so that we draw multiple cards and power up the first Mask. Or we could play Mask and go really deep, just try and get multiple Masks going before we gain any life. I wonder if they're also playing a Mask deck. I mean, it's pretty likely. I feel like they're playing like Crown and Mask. That's going to be some kind of combo piece, almost for sure. With these colors, like the odds that it's a Mask or Crown combo deck, or both, is exceptionally high. I like... kind of like drawing a bunch of cards here, so I'm going to Beckoning Lumen.
It's written right here.
I am worried that they've got the Hailstorm, which is going to be an issue, but at least I draw some cards that kind of replace themselves, so it should be okay. I'm 90% certain they have it. Yep, there we go. Aurelian Merchant helps. Get some more Mask of Torment, or we could Banish. Problem is they have an Aegis on themselves, so we're not going to be able to banish the crown or whatever they got. They've kept everything on top, so they're going really, really slow, but they must be drawing exactly what they need. It's kind of weird. Call the deck is kind of cool. We've got a Merchant. I'm not sure what I'd want to trade it for. Maybe the other Mask? Maybe. They could also have the silence all enemy units and kill all attachments. So they might have, like, Passage of Eons on their side. Like, I have no idea what to expect out of this deck. This is a total brew. Let's go... I'm going to call the deck and see first. Devoted Theurge. Okay. If we've got that, I'm going to play Mask, and we're going to pass and wait. I wouldn't mind drawing another Power, something that's not as useful as these Annihilates, before I Aurelian Merchant. And this gives me some options to do that, because I can now go, like, Devoted Theurge, and then... Yep, there we go. Ancient Bauble. That was also Market. Weird. Okay. That is a thing to do. We're gonna merchant.
A customer.
Throw this. Do I get another mask? I certainly could. We could go super deep. Yeah, I'm going to. The reason being that next turn that gives me 10 power, and I can go Devoted Theurge, use it, and go up to 13 immediately, and just be way ahead of them on the power race. Vital Arcana. Draw cards, gain life. Sounds good. They almost certainly have a Black Sky Harbinger in their deck, because that's why they'd be playing Primal. That, and to probably get some extra card draw. Another Call the deck. I like it.
On your feet,
we're gonna
Wanderer!
just play the Devoted Theurge first, because it just gains us so much extra power. And Banish? Annihilate. Okay. Yeah, you've got to remove that fast, because we gain so much power off of it. Sure, we'll block. Black Sky Harbinger. All in. That one's gonna be a pain. We need to find some units, is what we need to find. Yeah, pretty desperately. Beckoning Lumen. I don't have a way to gain life, really, except for sacrificing the merchant. That's
Be
probably
welcome,
fine,
friend.
actually. That draws us 3 cards. Now we've got Gathering Lights. And we can use that with the Unraveler. Ooh. Problem is if they have another Black Sky Harbinger, that's a little awkward. And by a little awkward, I mean very awkward. I'm going to use 1 Gathering Lights and then pass. We can do the second one next turn. Another mask. Alright, well we have all 4. That's something. Yeah, they immediately have the second. That's really sick. Unfortunate for us, just kind of unlucky. Wait, they have Hailstorm to you? Sure. We're gonna annihilate Game Merchant, just have a little bit less power. Man, that's so unlucky for us. Well, we're gonna have a lot of Masks of Torment coming down. I just wish that we could pop that Aegis. I might be able to soon. If I get a second Banish, we can. They're close to actually using it, though. So we can go Gathering Lights. Maybe I should have masked. Yeah, I should have masked first. We've got enough power that I can use all of this.
Your fate is sealed.
So I could have used a little bit of extra power there. Ooh, hello. Alright. So we can pop Aegis on them. They have Devour, maybe? I'm gonna guess this would be a Devour.
The touch of shadow.
Get our Shadow and banish that mask. Get it out of here. Do they actually have a counter? Wow! Oh man, what a brew!
It's written right here.
This is insane. Ooh, another banish though. All right. Well, we can still get them before they can get to 20, and then we're just gonna constantly do it. Fair enough. They get a second one. Annoying. We can pop this one though, and that'll lose them a lot of power. I mean, that's 11 that they've got off of that. Yeah. Really sucks that we couldn't have stopped it a turn ago, but hey, whatever. This is the one with the most, so we'll do that.
I am free.
I think I'd rather hold back Tormentor. I might almost sacrifice Tormentor, though. Because if I sacrifice Tormentor, I just want it to die. Because if we can get it to die, I can Unraveler a bunch of Spite Lanes. Which seems really nice. I could just do it now. And get rid of one. So I got a kitty here. We've got a special guest. He's just meowing at me. I think we want to hold back. Ooh, sweet. Let's go ahead and get another one.
I am free.
And our opponent has decided that after double Tormentor, they're probably done. I have to agree. That seemed pretty good. What a heck of a game one. Here we are, game two. Pretty obvious redraw, I would hope. And, alright, this is not a bad start. Have our Banish, Annihilate, Dark Wisp. We'll need another time eventually, but we have, well, the time to get there. I know, I feel bad. What else am I supposed to say? Stupid English language. Let's go Relian Merchant into a Mask of Torment.
Safe travels, friend.
And then we can use Vara's Favor to pick that off. I need that crest. The problem here is, like, I want to play a Relian Merchant, but what do I get rid of? Maybe Annihilate? Maybe the Banish. I feel like they're probably a big Elysian deck. First, I guess I'll offer the trade, because if they actually trade, it might give us more options here. I'm going to play the Merchant, and I think I get rid of Banish. Just because it's the most likely card to stay dead. I feel like they're going to be a big Elysian deck where they're going to have like Sandstorm Titan and Worldbearer Behemoth. Oh, or they're going to be an Avasar Patriarch dinosaur deck. Interesting. That's kind of cool. We're going to play Crest of Mystery. See what we get. Not Annihilate. Play Mask and pass the turn. Now we can Theurge plus Vara's Favor next turn, picking this off. And hopefully get back into like a Banish, because I wouldn't mind getting rid of the Patriarch before they can ultimate it. It's going to take a while for them to actually have a board with dinosaurs that we care about, but we don't want it sitting around pecking away at us either. Opponent has nothing. Well.
The touch of shadow.
Peck that off. Hack and see what they use. Nope, doesn't seem like they have a fast spell, so I think Theurge is the way to go. Amber Waystone does give us life, which means that it triggers Mask of Torment. Are we that desperate? I don't think we are.
On your feet,
We've got a lot of
Wanderer.
power. We're gonna have 9, 10 next turn. We can always use more. Like, we can get up to 40, 50 and still want a little bit extra sometimes, but this should be good. And the more power that we use, the more that we can use the Devoted Theurge, right? Let's see what our opponent's doing. They shouldn't have too many board sweeps. Like, Hailstorm
Something
is kind of
catch
the
your
card
eye.
that you'd be worried about. Considering the Avasar Patriarch, once again, I'm uncertain as to what that could be. It might be Permafrost, it could be a Crown, it could just be a big dinosaur. What big dinosaur would they even run? I don't know. Wow, alright, well that's a lot of Annihilates. It wouldn't be able to have a pump spell that would stop this. So I think we can attack. And then I'm gonna go with the Unraveler. I could just ultimate the Devoted Theurge, but I'd rather draw a bunch of cards. Seems a little better. Ooh, here we go. Ion is a sweet card to hold up. We can do a lot with that. It was a Permafrost. I was right. Ah. Look at me all smart. Polymorph. Ugh. That is a lot more annoying. They get to attack with both. That's fine. We'll attack back with Ion.
You will feed
Which,
the darkness.
of course, just triggers our Mask of Torment again. Now we've got to decide. I think we just grab another Unraveler because we can sacrifice both of these. We'll attack in. Definitely throw the power away.
Ah, a customer.
Get the Unraveler, and I could just play it now, or I could play Dark Wisp, wait to try and ultimate this. Like, we have double Annihilate up. So I'm gonna get greedy. Because I want to be able to sacrifice basically our whole board. Aha! I was right, they do have Royal Bear Behemoth. Well, that's not happening. Sorry. Really don't want them to have that. Nice! And we get there. 2-0. Alright, this is one of the tougher hands that we've had. I think we have to throw it back, because we need either a creature or runner power, and a lot of the creatures that we can draw are things like Temple Scribe, which we can't play because we don't have double time. It's nice that we have a scout. That makes it a little more enticing, but we're not on the draw. Yeah, we've got to draw that. It's too bad, because it's kind of close. Oh, no. Alright, so we desperately need a shadow. The advantage, though, is that if we find one, we've got Dark Wisp into Devour, so plus banishes. Good if we can find a shadow. If we find a shadow, we're perfectly fine. Another time card. Alright. I actually should have played this Amber Waystone, because if we draw a seat, I'm going to feel a little silly that we can't play it undepleted. Not too bad right now, because we'll still want to play a 2-drop, but we'll want to make sure later on that could have been a big deal. Especially turn 1. Okay, well. All we need is Shadow, because if we go Shadow, we can still Dark Wisp Devour. If we don't hit a Shadow, even just another time is not actually that great for us. Discard. Get rid of a Banish, I hope? Nope, they're gonna get rid of Devour. Ugh, yeah, we're really dead here. Oh well, these games do happen. Just something that you've got to be aware of. Ah, okay. So they're just like a hate deck? I think that we'd be fine. I mean, we'd be fine against this if we just actually had power, but this is obviously pretty awful. Get both of the banishes. Yep. Wow, we're drawing another banish. That's insane. We only have 3 in the main deck. Yeah, we'll definitely keep that. Who knows? With our opponent not actually doing anything, we might be able to come back in this game. A lot of weird random hate cards in the main deck. We've been playing against a lot of very off-meta decks, for sure.
We must.
Wait, what? Stranger? I mean, okay. I guess that's a thing. I'm just gonna pass the turn here so we can hold up Ion. I want to be able to attack back with Ion and play Beckoning Lumen. Do we block? I think that I just go like this. I feel like they probably have some kind of burn spell. This is super weird. I am so confused by their deck.
Approaches.
Sure.
You will feed the darkness.
Ooh, nice. Amber Waystone's excellent, because it'll trigger for our Beckoning Lumen. Yeah,
Be welcome,
I think
friend.
we still do that. We can use Aurelian Merchant to throw away a frog and get another banish or something. Our opponent is sure running something. And it's incredible. Despite how bad this hand was, we've actually managed to recover because, like I said, I don't think that Rain of Frogs and Devastating Setback are honestly that powerful early in the game. Devastating Setback is still okay because it has uses against like really aggro draws too, but yeah, this is pretty nice for us. Surprised they attacked there. There's Mask of Torment. I'm just gonna play it and attack. They have to have a trick. No? The reason why I thought they had to have a trick is because this is a 4-point life swing. This is a 6-point life swing.
You buying or not?
Seems really weird to throw it away like that. Like, you want to have it back as a blocker just to stop us from gaining life, and you're not winning that race. Seems like an odd decision. Now with the market, we'll probably see what they're doing. Steal an enemy relic and put it in your hand. What is going on here? We are playing the weirdest decks today. I kind of love it. This is insanity.
Touch of shadow.
Luckily we have that Vara's favor, and they are just committed to throwing this thing in against us over and over. I'm gonna call the deck and see if we can find something else. Oh, yeah, alright. I made a mistake. I should have called first so we could see if we had Mask. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to play Mask and play Vara's favor, which means that I also couldn't attack in with this. Awkward position. We're gonna Aurelian Merchant now anyways, and get another Mask. So next turn we can go Mask, and then, you know, attack in with the Iron. They do not want to block with that. Ah, there we go. Sure. And now they steal our Mask, the jerks. What? Okay, that's a thing. Another Aurelian Merchant. I mean, trading it off for something seems pretty good. Because we can trade Frog. Don't need a Frog. Can't play some. That's not good for us, but it's not the end of the world. We can certainly raise it. Oh, they kept on top again. That's not in their market either. What is... what is this deck? Okay, well now we can go Devoted Theurge, ultimate it. We do take 8, so this is a very greedy line. Hopefully we can stabilize from there, because it gives us a lot of power and a lot of life. And we immediately draw one of our only spells. Ugh. Unfortunate.
On your feet, Wanderer!
So we'll get to use that and immediately go to 17, which is nice. We can go for Unraveler of Destinies, maybe? Or a Xenon Obelisk. It's a lot of damage.
Step
Argent
right up.
Ringmaster. This is the most random deck that I have ever seen. What? And all of the decks we've seen today have been insanely random. This is so weird. Okay, Black Sky Harbinger is actually really, really bad for us. That's a heck of a top deck. Well, Merchant away the favor to get Unraveler, I guess. We can gain at least 2 life. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're gonna gain enough. We'll see. We're close. We're really close. If we just use this, we go to 7. It's not enough.
It's
So
written
we've gotta
right
draw
here.
something else. Beckoning Lumen, not quite good enough. What if our opponent is silly enough that they block with the Black Sky Harbinger? Could actually see them doing that.
Be welcome, friend.
Looks like we're dead, though. Just off from saving ourselves. If we'd gotten a Devoted Theurge, we could have actually lived. Yeah, check the flyers. Wow, that was incredibly random. Despite how bad our hand was, we almost came back. What a weird game. I certainly didn't think that we had any chance at all. With how strange our opponent's deck was, we managed to actually stall out long enough to start coming back into the game. But our early start just didn't give us enough room to actually, you know, have a life total at which we could come back into the game. We were a little bit too far behind by the time we started really playing cards. Oh boy. Well, we keep kind of having these weird stumbles. I think we've got a decent base. I mean, we've got a pretty even split between the colors. We've got all the crests and banners and seats that we should probably have. Plus some Vara's favors. Yeah, just a little bit of bad luck these last couple turns. Well, we do have Vara's favors, so that can get us to 3. And then we've got Aurelian Merchant to maybe get us out of this. I think we have to throw away the Beckoning Lumen. So we need to try and get, like, We might actually need to go for Banner with the Aurelian Merchant. We can go for Mask of Torment, but that's only if they don't kill the Merchant right away. It's gonna be tough. Oh no. Alright, well, we've got to fire this off just so we can actually
The
get the
touch
Merchant.
of shadow.
I'd really like to draw another power if possible.
This city will
Dust
burn.
Raider. This is our first kind of typical deck. I've been seeing a lot of Dusk Raider
customer.
add a whole bunch of different abilities to units and be very aggressive. Either in Feln or adding in Justice. I'm going to trade in, I think, the power now. I'm going to go for Math. I'm not super worried about Aurelian Merchant dying, I don't think. It's a little bit risky, because of course if they do kill the Aurelian Merchant immediately, I can't play the Mask, but I don't think that's going to be their play. Yeah, Permafrosting is fine. That's more than acceptable. That's a little bit awkward, though. It does make me want to play the Dark Wisp instead. Alright, I'm going to play Mask of Torment. We can Gathering Lights next turn, and that gives us a lot of power and a lot of time to just sit here and chump block or trade with Territorial Elf, force them to use things like Rapid Shot on it. So I think we're okay with that. We're at a fairly comfortable life total. That can change very quickly with Berserk, though. I mean, they go like Rapid Shot, and we're almost dead already.
This night will be your last.
Ooh, Rindra is scary. I might need to banish that. So we can Dark Wisp and banish. We're not getting any life that way is the problem. Wish that we'd drawn a power as well as this Ion, because then we could both banish and Ion. We might be able to trap this thing that way. Okay. I think we just have to do this. Getting undepleted power would be excellent. Or like a Vara's Favor. Oh man, Vara's Favor would be so good. We can pick off the Territorial Elf and play Gathering Lights if we get that. Thankfully, Dark Wisp is just like an awkward card for them. They've got a lot of ways to kill it, I'm sure, but do you really want to kill this thing? Haunting Scream. Ouch. Wow. That's
This night will be
real
your
awful.
last.
Alright. Block and Rapid Shot. They might double Rapid Shot us here and kill us. No? Oh, yeah, right, they didn't have the power for that. Surprised they used one then. I guess it gains them a ton of life. They might just be able to get there now. Found our power. Probably too late. If they have another Haunting Scream, we're just dead. That being said, I mean, double Haunting Scream right at the start is not super likely. It's going to be a little bit lucky for them if they have it. They haven't drawn any extra cards. This would just be right out of the gate. They're not slamming it, so that's a great sign. And now we can actually gain life. We can then play Devoted Theurge, gain ourselves some more life back. Berserk it. So they're trying to get us to double block, probably. Like Rapid Shot it. We're gonna block once. Because this is probably a Rapid Shot, and they're trying to get us to double block so that they can then attack again and win the game. And this way still trades with it. They still have to use a Rapid Shot or lose it. Yeah. I'm positive that's what they were trying to do.
This city will burn.
Another Dusk Raider. Good news, we get to go Theurge and Gathering Lights to gain a ton of life back.
On your feet, Wanderer!
We can maybe try and Beckoning Lumen, but I just want to have as much life against them as possible. This deck can be really explosive with all the rapid shots and berserks. The flyer is a problem. Now we've got some food for Unraveler, too. And we can hopefully keep gaining life and just stay out of reach. Banish would be excellent for this thing. This is a very tense game. I'm positive they have a rapid shot here. That's why they went for the Berserk. I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna block with one and then block with another. I don't want to risk Devoted Theurge. It sucks that we lose all of our things that we can sacrifice to Unraveler, but it just constantly makes these attacks super awkward for them if they've got the rapid shot. And now we can go like Aurelian Merchant,
Customer.
trade this for a Banish. And while we have Banish, we've got 8 mana, so we can go... We can't use the ability, unfortunately. We can, however, attack.
Yeah.
We could call the deck and Iron. Oh, wow. We have options. Temple Scribe, Mask of Torment, Vara's Favor. Ooh. I kind of want Temple Scribe, more life, another creature to sacrifice. We can actually play it right now instead of Iron. I think we wait. I think I'd rather just Iron and Banish, so we'll just do that. Holding up Banish is also really useful if they happen to get another Haunting Scream so they can buy back Rindra. I feel like we have this game. We're at a fairly stable life total. We've got some removal, a mitt full of hand cards, and a ton of power. If they don't kill us in the next couple turns, I think we for sure get there. Nothing from our opponent.
You will feed the darkness.
Okay, well, I'm going to go for it now. I could have gone for it in the middle of combat, but I wanted to try and bait out like a rapid shot. I wonder if they have Savage Denial. Counter a fast spell? They might. It's a pretty reasonable card to have in that deck. And they obviously have something. Devour? I mean, we know that they have rapid shots. That could also be what they're stalling on. They could just be bluffing.
It's written
It's certainly
right
a
here.
possibility. I want to see what we draw. We have a lot of very interesting choices here. We've got like an ultimate here, ability here. We can play Beckoning Lumen. A lot of things we can do. I feel like I want to Unraveler and then maybe Beckoning Lumen.
Your fate is sealed.
That'll lose us a little bit of power, but then we'll also gain a lot of it back because of the mask. And then we can go... we didn't draw an undepleted power, so I can't play Beckoning Lumen like I wanted. It was a bit of a risk, but I was willing to take it. I don't think we want to play Crest of Mystery. I can either Iron or we can Aurelian Merchant. I'm just going to pass and hold up Iron. Merchant's fine. We don't really need another Unraveler immediately, though. Sure. And the scoop. There we go. Doing pretty good. 3-1. In the finals. And this hand looks pretty decent. We've got to call the deck to find more cards. Vara's Favor to just pick off early plays. Beckoning Lumen to gain life off of... well, draw cards, sorry, off of the life gain from Vara's Favor. Yeah, this is sweet. We are well set up. I think that this has a little bit of something for every strategy. Like, if it's a fast deck, then we've got the Vara's Favor and Annihilate. If it's a slower deck, then, well, we've got the Beckoning Lumen Vara's Favor kind of thing that we can do. I feel like they're probably just big combo. They could just be a Blitz deck or something, too. We haven't seen Alessi yet. Alessi is super
Mind
common.
over body.
Yeah, okay. This is going to be Alessi. Should have thought that would be the thing. Ooh, Banish for our Awakened student there seems pretty good.
Mind over
Another
body.
one, and then a power. Ugh. Great start from our opponent. Really solid. Yeah, this is the problem. We did miss out on an undepleted power. Devoted Theurge is nice. Does block a lot of things, gains us a lot of life back. I think I take it. We've got 3 next turn with Seed of Mystery, so we can banish. And then after that, we can, like, Vara's Favor and Annihilate in a turn. I'm wondering if we should take the power card as well. I'm going to Seed of Mystery so we can possibly play, like, Merchant and Banner next turn. It's close. I don't know. Maybe you kept the seat because if I draw a Sigil, then I can immediately play Devoted Theurge or whatever.
You will suffer
Oh,
for
they
what
have
you have done.
Svechia. Oh, gross. Okay, well that's really unfortunate.
A customer.
Not good. I'm gonna throw this back and maybe get a Banish so that we can kill Svechia. We can't kill it now, but we'll be able to unlock it later. We can kill a bunch of different things here. But this is an insane amount of damage. Svechia was
Tell me,
backbreaking for us.
what do you see?
Also, that our Annihilate is just blanked against them is certainly not helping. And now we have to chump block. Oh, they just have enough. Yeah. So we're just already dead. Because there's no way that we can come back from that. Ouch. That was nasty. Yeah, they had a very, very good starting hand, and I thought that ours was decent against a lot of aggro decks, but Awakened Student is really tough to beat, especially when they're on the play like that. Our hand just got a little bit clunky. I maybe should grab some power, but I mean, we did pretty well. I think that we did really, really well against every deck before that. Just had the one hand where we really stumbled hard, and other than that, we basically won all our games. And this was sweet. I really like this deck. Mask of Torment is just so much fun to play with. It goes so far over the top of everything. We saw that in game 1 where our opponent was playing like a really slow, grindy deck, and we still just went so far over them. Getting quad Mask of Torment that game was absolutely stupid, though. We were so lucky there. So, I mean, we had a bad draw against that really weird, like, red-blue shadow deck, like the... But we managed to have an excellent draw in game 1. So this deck was super fun. Gathering Lights has been way better than I thought it would be. I'm thinking that I might want to try some more token decks with Unraveler of Destinies, because this card is sweet. It draws us so many extra cards, really stabilizes you by gaining you a bunch of life as well. It's been a fun card to play with, and I want to break really random legends if I can. So I hope that you appreciated this as much as I did. I thought it was a ton of fun. And of course, you can check out my wonderful sponsor, inkgaming.com. We're going to be doing a tournament, by the way, in August for all of the subs and patrons, where we're going to have subs and patrons doing a singleton tournament with some mild twists on it. You can have any amount of power that you want, as long as it's not transmute power, and you still only have a 75 card deck. So we've got some cool things like that that are going to be happening, and I'm going to be trying to do that on stream with some commentation, and we'll see which one of the subs and patrons comes out on top. If you want to join in on that, you just have to be a patron. You don't have to give much, just $1. This is my full-time job, and I really appreciate everybody supporting me and actually allowing me to do this. So thank you so much for helping out, and I will see you next week.